That happened during your school years, like your childhood, or after college?
Yeah, like I remember one time, when I was like 7, my parents were having, well, it was my birthday party, and my birthday's in the summer,
Okay.
so we always had like a nice outdoor party, like barbecue style, you know, we'd grill,
That's nice.
swim in our pool, and so I had some of my friends over, like my gymnastics teammates, and so I fell. I was like running around doing some gymnastics tricks. I don't remember what I was doing exactly, but I fell and I broke my arm.
You broke your arm?
Yeah, I broke my arm, and so I went to my parents, and you know I was in a lot of pain, and I told them what happened.
Other than the pain, what other feelings did you have? Like being ashamed in front of your mother, and because
I was embarrassed because I was one of the best on my gymnastics team,
yes,
so I didn't like that I like fell, but the grass was uneven, so it wasn't my fault.
accidents happen. So.
Yeah, but I didn't feel good about it, so I went and told my parents, and instead of like them taking me to the hospital, they called my babysitter. They called our babysitter, and they had her come to take care of me. And they didn't take me because I could not interrupt their party, even though the party was for me,
For you,
for my birthday,
that is strange.
celebrating me. So that I was hurt, and I wanted to get fixed, and I did not feel like as important as everyone else that was there, and
No.
I did not feel as important like as the other people there, and like my parents didn't fix my hurt arm then, and they didn't do anything about it. So like now I don't really talk about my feelings. Like I don't even talk to my parents about my feelings now. Like I talk to them all the time, but we just talk about like small talk, like weather, day, like how work is, like what's going on there, and we never really I don't really talk about my feelings with them. And because I see them, but I don't see them as my caring parents, because there are certain situations where I don't think that they care for me the way that a parent should, and so I didn't feel comforted by them, and I still don't really feel comforted by them.
Okay.
So what I was feeling was not acceptable at the time. Like when I hurt my arm, what I was feeling, what was going on in my head was not acceptable. So for me, it seemed better. It seemed better to not express emotion, or to not even feel emotion, because I just wanted to be hugged, and I just wanted my mom to hug me and to be a mom and to help take away my pain, but she didn't. And it was clear that because they called my babysitter to come get me, I was not acceptable, or I wasn't as important as the other people that were at my house for my birthday party. So I just kind of learned, that's only one example of an incident where I think I became more detached, and I also learned that it's better to not express emotion. And even though if you have feeling, you can have I have feelings, but it's just better not to express them, because then you're just disappointed, or you're made to feel rejected, or you don't feel as important as I think you should.
I noticed that it's the first time that you talk negative in a negative way about your parents, because the other times you talk like that you had the full support by them, and they were saying, always telling you that you were the best, the smartest, and every positive thing that there is.
Well, we were together, just us. Like when it was just like me and my parents, they always like gave me things, always gave me compliments, told me I was great, like pushed me really hard in gymnastics to make sure I was like good and one of the best on my team. But like there are just like situations when it was a group that I was just made to like not feel as important.
Okay, so through these incidents, the reactions of your parents made you be more isolated, like be to yourself, and be not as expressive as you have to be, because you had the fear that if you were expressive, you would be less important than other people. I think if you let everything out as you did now, like talking about what you can feel the same. Like you can have the same importance. You can feel the same importance as you did before. Maybe even more. Like feel more important than you think you are, if you be more expressive, because that's your true self, I think. And if you express yourself, you discover the characteristics of yourself that you hide all these years from your childhood. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like what you said makes sense, and like that's how I want to feel. I'm trying to like be honest and to give honest feedback and to like share, but it doesn't make me feel like that great when I'm telling you like about my broken arm and how my babysitter took me to the hospital. My parents like couldn't be bothered by it.
I told you before that you are a talented person. You're a charismatic person, and sharing benefits you too. The same, sharing with other people. Try not to keep everything to yourself. That's the key to change the situation that you're dealing with now. With your husband, everything applies to your life, like the situation with your husband, the situation with your co-workers, and in general your social life. So you still don't feel comfortable expressing yourself like you did right now?
I mean, I feel more comfortable than I did. I like to feel, and I like to know that I'm like the most charming and the most charismatic and the most intelligent. So when you ask me these things, like it brings up memories where I didn't feel like that. Like I didn't feel the most important, the most intelligent, or like the most charismatic when I broke my arm, because my mom didn't just like hug me and like she didn't act like I would have wanted my mother to, and just like to help take away the pain.
Do you have do you speak with your parents like regularly, like every week or every day? Or?
Yeah, we talk regularly, like at least every week. But I just tell them like what I'm doing in work, and they tell me what they're doing in work, and they told him about the new puppy that they got.
Okay.
And, like, I don't like this new puppy because it's going to take my place.
Okay, of course it's good to have a good relationship with your parents, but do you think that talking to them brings you back to those memories, those bad memories that affect your life right now? I'm not saying that just to stop talking to them. It's you can't do that, but
I mean, maybe, like, I guess when I talk to them, I don't really, like, look at them, like, as, not, like, I know a lot of people that I, like, have heard talking or have talked to see their parents as, like, their best friends or people that they look up to. Like, I'm close with my parents and they support me in everything that I've done and have, like, pushed me to help me become, like, the great person that I am.
yeah.
But, I mean, sometimes I just see them like statues, I guess. Like, they didn't always put me first, so I'm not always going to put them first.
Did you ever talk about this feeling that you have with Walter, who is your closest person other than your family?
No.
And what is that?
I think back to, like, when I was growing up and, like, in high school and college, like, I didn't know how, I didn't know how to maintain a long-term relationship. And I still don't really know. So, like, I don't know how to talk to him about this, and I don't, like, when I'm with him, I want him to, like, I have to be, like, a charismatic, intelligent person, and don't want to, like, talk about my feelings of not being accepted, or, like, feeling rejected.
So you feel that if you talk to him about it, he will not care, or you would feel less important than him?
Yeah, and I wouldn't want him to see me as, like, less important than I am. Like, if he sees me now as, like, still charismatic and, you know, life of the party and, like, everybody wants to talk to me and be with me, like, I want him to see that and not.
You still have the mindset that you care more about other people's feelings than yourselves. Like, you care more about how Walter would feel, like he would feel more important than you, or he would feel that you are less important than him, but you don't focus on yourself. That's the key, I think.
Yeah, but sometimes when I focus on myself, like, it brings back the pain. So I don't know, like, how to talk about myself, because I feel like the issues I had of, like, not maintaining, like, long-term relationships was not my fault. And, like, me not understanding how to maintain these relationships is not my fault. It's, like, the other person, and they're just not doing a good job of keeping up with me. So I just have always lacked, like, real intimate relationships. So with Walter, I don't know how I'm just to, like, address these things that you're telling me I should talk to. Like,
Do you think that I'm pressuring you?
No, but I don't really know how I'm supposed to, like, start talking to him.
Can you, like last session I told you to make the first step, and approach him.
Mm-hmm.
Can you repeat the same thing about the